right, I'm Joe Smith. Welcome everybody to CCI's Make Life Better podcast. Today we have Jacob Shields, we have Kyle Barglind, and we want to talk about the contact center and the knock, and of course the big show that you guys are going to, which is
WispaPalooza.
WispaPalooza. Yeah. So guys, I'll start with you, Kyle. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been here, what you do here.
Yeah, so I started as an inside sales rep in February, and I was recently promoted about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So a lot of inside sales, and I've currently expanded my role a little bit to completing the sales process from start to finish. So nice. This will be my third trade show, second one in the Wisp world, so looking forward to going to Vegas next week.
Good, congratulations on all that. Jacob, you've been with us before?
Yep. I've been with CCI for about 14 years now, specifically in the contact center. So when we were a 3-man operation to where we are today with 40 agents. So it's wonderful to see the growth and the changes and the challenges that we've started with and we've overcome and we continue to overcome. And how we can really help companies ultimately overcome even their challenges, especially in the contact center world. That's one of the biggest things that I really look forward to, is hearing from those customers. What are your challenges? How can I help you? And how can we make your life better by bringing our team into your world?
So talk a little bit about that. Give me an example of how you're making life better for your customers.
Yeah, so we like to understand how the customer works. That's one of our first starting points. We start to understand what are their processes, what are their procedures. Do we find any potential ways to make that process procedure a little bit better? Once we start working with the customer, we start to understand, okay, maybe we can improve upon that process a little bit better here. Maybe we can step that process a little bit faster here. And then we start looking at the data even deeper. And that's where we start to really have that communication back and forth with that customer and say, this is how we're going to help you. This is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to make things better. And we continually provide reporting to that customer on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis to show our trending analysis of what we're doing, from our KPIs of our average speed of answer, our handle times, our talk times, the type of tickets that we're opening. That's the type of communication that we're providing back to customers and really helping them show the difference and why we're resolving issues.
That's great. And so you and I and a team spoke, I don't know, a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And the fascinating part is you kind of have a suite of offerings, different things that customers can choose from. It's not a one and nothing. It's like you can start one spot, move to the next. You can kind of graduate, or you could come in and take it all. So just quickly, either one of you just run through what that offer is.
Yeah, so I'll let you kind of start with some of the highlights
sure.
on that.
I think especially with these WISPs coming up, they're maybe one to
what's a WISP?
A wireless internet service provider. They're one employee to 50. They're pretty small, so a lot of them start off with off-hour support and weekends. Try to break up that work-life balance type thing. And as they start expanding, maybe they change over to 24/7. So we're flexible in the hours that we provide, and then
moving into monitoring.
The monitoring is the next big piece, because 6, 7, 8 o'clock, even at midnight, they don't know when their network goes down. The Network Operations Center can really help leverage the eyes on that network and bring equipment back to restored functionality. If not, they can reach out to the technician that can go out on site. Instead of, I got 15 emails saying this equipment's down, now I need to go out at 8 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning whenever I get up, and I have to start my day and have a bunch of frustrated customers because they've been without internet all night. So that's where the team's able to leverage that support and add to it and make life better for that customers.
And I suppose at some point, and many points, you see a customer that comes into the mix. They say, you'll get, sure, I'll give you a try, and then they're pleasantly surprised on, we can do that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we, from the Network Operations Center, we actually will give customers a try the service. If they want to just get onto the network monitoring, they can try it out for 30 days. The call center, if they want to wrap it all in, we'll roll the whole package in, and next thing you know, you've got a team watching your network, you've got a team helping your customers. It could be as simple as just answering the technical support calls. If you need us to take your billing, payment, scheduling dispatches, brand new customers, doesn't matter, our team is capable of doing that full encompass support for that customer.
And that support goes from the customer's network itself right to their end user, correct?
Correct. Yep, absolutely.
So going to the WispaPalooza, yes, in Vegas, what's the offer going to be there? What's that going to look like? Like, how are you and why are you encouraging new customers or existing to come by the booth?
So the best part is we've been starting to engage with some of the name players in the WISP market. PowerCode is a great example. They were actually just here about a month ago talking to us, and we've engaged with them thanks to one of our customers, Imagine Networks, who we just brought on and is one of our newest customers as well. And they use PowerCode. So it got the engagement with PowerCode, who's actually out of Wisconsin, not far from here. They're about a 2.5-hour drive away. And they're really well known in the WISP space in that regard, that their application does everything from the provisioning, the monitoring, the ticketing, the dispatching, the new customer creation, the payment processing, everything. So we said, wow, this is like the perfect fit in this regard. Let's go ahead and get a better relationship. So we started building that relationship to understand how to use their software. And knowing that WISPs want to use this type of software because they don't want to go to, I need this application, this application, this application. They don't want to be so disjointed. They want everything in one. So we built that relationship and are continuing to build on it. So one of the big talking points is going to be realistically about PowerCode, how we can help leverage, and we can also use their existing applications in the WISP space. So if they have a similar application of PowerCode, we can do very similar as well.
So Kyle, you've been talking to a lot of customers, since you've been here.
Yep.
What kind of momentum are you seeing in the market? What are customers calling about? What are you talking to them about? And then, is there more, or is it a lot of what Jake said a lot so far? So,
yeah, I think specifically in the wireless internet service provider industry, it's, how can I grow my business, and how can I make my customers happy? So if I need to fix a tower, how can I do that if I need to take calls all day? So not only are we helping keep their customers happy, but we also help them free up time to really grow their business.
It's like you said before, so you could have, extreme, only a couple of employees to, quite a few.
Yep.
It's a good point you make. So as a network may be failing or there's a point of failure, there's other areas that by utilizing CCI and the services that you're describing,
Yep.
they can attend to all of it. And you can expand those needs
Yep.
by using more and more of CCI, so you make sure wherever you need the customer the most attention from internal resource, you're putting it there.
Yep. And the best part is it's cost effective. So they don't have to worry about onboarding 6 employees to take care of it.
That's right.
The cost of 1 to 2 employees for them is about less than that is what it would cost to bring on CCI to help that customer in the end. And they're going to get a full suite of support staff. They might get 15 employees that are supporting that customer instead of the 1 or 2 that are going to be dedicated.
So you see a lot of that. So obviously there's a need at the customer.
Yep.
And typically those needs, especially when there are trouble calls or different things, it's not this consistent need for an employee. And
Correct.
that's a big benefit to using services that CCI offers, I assume.
Absolutely. And if new issues start arising, especially in the network, that even our team can't resolve, the benefit with CCI as well is we have other teams within the building that we can reach out to and start to leverage. We've got the NSG group as well that we can start reaching out to them and say, hey, this customer's having this issue, we need your assistance. And the customer's asking for the help as well. And we start engaging other teams and start looking at how we can really provide that holistic service across the board.
And just from an education perspective for the audience, NSG is our network solutions group. Strong Cisco partner, route, switch, optical, data center, Wi-Fi, just the whole internal workings of an SP, a WISP, of their networks. The expertise is here, so it is a good synergy between internal business units to be working together to solve not only problems within your area of expertise, but if you want to expand that deeper into the rest of the plant. We even talk about the outside plant and the expertise there, but CCI has that ability. Okay, so back to Vegas, right? I mean, that's going to be fun. Couple things real quick you're looking forward to at the show.
Engaging with the individuals out there. Realistically, the networking is going to be key. Being able to put faces to names is going to be one of the biggest pieces, and understanding what the challenges are so we can understand how we can really help and turn their customers around.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I've been talking to a few people who are going to WispaPalooza, so going to be happy, excited to see them face to face, and hopefully continue to build these relationships with these people.
Awesome. Well, I know you guys are looking forward to the trip.
Yep.
If your customers don't know you yet, they're going to like talking to both of you and meeting you.
Yep.
They don't know the joy that's coming their way.
Yeah.
So we talked about making life better. So one of our missions, our mission at CCI Systems is to make life better, not only for our employees, but of course our customers, our vendors, and pretty much everybody we work with in many different ways. So in that theme, real quick, give me an example. Here's the question, put you on the spot of how maybe you're making life better here at CCI.
No, that's excellent. I appreciate that, Joe. One of the biggest things that we've really evolved is by focusing more on employee experience. We just did a potluck 2 weeks ago. Last week we had Spirit Week, which bled over into the engineering group as well, as they saw, wow, you guys are doing Spirit Week? We want to jump on board. And it was themed on different items of your favorite team. Let's do a yearbook day, put up pictures, go sign the whiteboards in the contact center so you could say something nice about that individual. Sure. Dress up, and it just allowed a lot more team bonding between one another. I mean, I had notes written all over my window, so it was getting more difficult to see out my window.
Right.
But we're looking at more and more of those types of themes and how do we improve the employee engagement. New games, and that's really what we're trying to do to make life better for the employees.
Nice. Kyle, you haven't been here a big whole long time.
Yeah.
I haven't been here for that, call it a career yet, but anything come to mind for you, whether it's a customer, employee, as far as making life better?
Yeah, going off what Jake said, I mean, we've got the kudos board up there, and we've got a weekly email blast that goes out and just kind of lets everyone know what's happening within the call center, the contact center, and the NOC. Just having better communication from the leadership team and really knowing what's going on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Good. Thank you very much, and have a good trip. Be safe.
Thanks.
Good luck with the customers. I know that's going to go well. And for everybody else, thank you very much for joining us. And we truly do look forward to making life better for you, our employees, and of course, you, the customers. Until next time, Joe Smith, signing off.